You guys, I got my own freaking talk show. That's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. Hi friends, and happy new vlog. I'm off to do something very exciting, and that's start my life. Today is my very first day with my new hosting gig, and I am super excited because I feel like I've been working for this, and it's by no means like my big break necessarily, but I think it really is a step in the right direction of the career path that I want to take. I actually just filmed this little 2-minute video if you want to watch it. Get ready with me for my first day in my dream career. It took me 30 years to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. You know, I went to college for journalism because I thought I wanted to be a reporter. But then I went back into serving because I missed, you know, the customer service and just the customer interactions. I tried the corporate world for a little bit and I couldn't work behind a computer for forever. So I went back into the hospitality industry because I just liked people. But then I realized, you know what? I have the personality to be in front of a camera and not behind a computer. So I moved to LA to explore the entertainment industry. And I learned a lot about myself. I didn't like acting. I didn't like modeling because I didn't like not being myself. Where I found I was my true self was on social media. So I started creating videos and content that I enjoyed creating and watching. And it took 30 years of that exploring, of that soul searching to realize that I think my dream career is hosting. I have Hoda Kotb on my vision board because I'd love to host the Today Show, or Kit Hoover from Access Hollywood, because I think hosting combines everything that I've learned about myself, you know, my journalism skills and reporting and being in front of camera, but then my social media knowledge of, you know, what is good content, but how to be personal and how to be myself, but then also that human connection of interviewing people, meeting new people, and trying new things. And I can come on here and say that I've put in the work, I completed my backstory and all of my experience, and today I start my first hosting gig. I'm gonna cry. I just think that when you've been so lost for so long, finally realizing what you want to do and making the steps towards doing it is just so fulfilling, and I'm really proud of myself, and I'm really excited for this next chapter. I'll be one of 4 hosts for an online live streaming show. I'll leave more information about it, but it is the first step into this career field, the first step onto my dream goal and my dream career, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So I made this separate account if you want to follow along as I become the next Kit Hoover, the next Hoda Kotb, because this is just the first step in a long staircase of goals. But we're headed off to the studios. I probably might stop and get some food because I'm hungry and I don't have any like portable food here. I don't know if there's a fridge on set. I don't know any of that. So just gonna pick up something so that way my belly is nice and full and not rumbling. In terms of how I'm feeling, a little anxious because I don't want to screw it up, but this is also like our dress rehearsal kind of day. Even though it is being filmed, even though it is being live streamed, it's kind of like a practice day because none of us have worked with the technology before. So we're just gonna see how it goes. I should also mention what the show is. So I am one of 4 hosts for a new show called Lifestyles, and it's gonna be a live streamed version of how I would describe as like The View meets QVC, where there's a little bit of a shopping element to it, kind of like TikTok shop, but like live selling. But then there's round table stuff, and it's all about the hosts. It's all about our opinions, what's trending. We have chit chats about stuff, and then my specific target area is I'm the social media influencer, and so I get to be a little game show host. So I had to come up with several games. I was a little limited by the actual functionality because this is such a new show. So they're gonna be very simple at first, but I'm gonna be a little game show host. It's funny because my name's JC White, and growing up my parents always joked that they were gonna name me Vanna so I could be Vanna White. And look at that, I don't even need to be named Vanna. I get to be my own version of Vanna White. So JC the game show host, here I come. But yeah, I'm super excited. I don't want to screw it up. I'm packing my bag right now of just like a backup outfit, you know, makeup and hair touch-ups if needed. I have experience working on a failed reality TV show that ruined my life, so they can get redemption because this all might be coming in handy. All of the things that I learned on that set, it's all working out now. So let's head to my first day on the job. That's a wrap for our first episode. Yay! Woo! Yeah! Hello, long time no see. I filmed that beginning part almost 10 months ago, and I never posted it because I stopped posting on all social media because I went to a mental institution after a little breakdown. If you don't know about that, go to my main channel. I'm telling the whole story because it's actually pretty wild. I was not doing okay in the noggin there for a little bit, but I'm much better now and happy to be vlogging again for a little bit. Now, I wanted to give a little bit more of a behind the scenes look at my show because again, I've been at it for almost 10 more months now. And so I know what I'm doing at this point. So today is show day, and I'm gonna take you behind the scenes and show you what it looks like to have my own talk show. So right now it's the afternoon. I did all of my hair and makeup all at home, and right now we're gonna head to the studio. And usually on the car ride there up to a Burbank studio, I practice my lines and kind of rehearse a little bit. But we get there early to prep with our other hosts, get changed there, eat a little bit of snacks, and then get ready for our show. So let me take you along to our show, Lifestyles. All right, we've arrived to our studio, so let me give you a little tour. So this is our dressing room. So that's me. We all get ready here with the big pretty lights. We got dressing rooms over here and a nice little couch.
Wow, so I haven't vlogged in so long that I accidentally had my camera set to slow-mo mode for the next couple of clips. So I can speed it up in post, but I do lose the audio, so forgive the voiceover for the next few clips. But this is just another little room where we can get ready in, get dressed in, and for me, I like to sit here and eat my lunch. So they do feed us on set. Today we have some nice shawarma in addition to some sandwich rolls. And then they have brownies, chips, and water in the kitchen as well. But I like to pick up an energy drink. So today I'm drinking a Celsius just so I'm nice and peppy and high energy for the show. But right now I'm just going over my lines. So I print out all of my lines and I put them on these cards that all of the hosts get. So that way it's nice and congruent and looks pretty. And I'm just going over everything for the show. Now this right here is our studio. So let me give you a tour of the studio. We got lots of equipment in here. But this is our team. Say hi, Nick. This is Nick and Paul, our producer and director. Over here, we have our green screen for our individual segments, and then beyond the cameras and all this lighting equipment is our round table. So this is where we host sit and do all of our round table segments for the show.
All right, so outfit check. I got on a jumpsuit. Some cute new red boots, and I always need some sort of print, so I went with zebra. And this season I'm doing 100% thrifted outfits. So last season I did all rented outfits from Nuuly, but we're going the sustainable route. So cute fit check. Cami, you wanna do a fit check? What are you wearing? Tell us what you're wearing.
I'm wearing a dress.
A dress, a cute little pink dress from where?
I have no idea. It's from my closet.
From her closet, best store in town. So we hosts sit at this table. We've got our nice custom branded Lifestyles mugs. And then this is our view. So when we're sitting, we have all the lights on us, but then we have our screen so we can follow what the graphics are and what all the viewers are seeing. And then over here is where we do all of our individual segments in front of the green screen. But it looks like this. So you can't see that it's green. Can you see me down there? Hello. Oh, perfect. So this is what my games look like. So up here, I'm just on the green screen, but then down here, all the words will be right in front of me, and I can play games with you guys live from right at home, so you gotta tune in. Then I gotta put on my microphone, which goes around. Much easier to do with my hair up. When it's down, it gets a tangled mess. All right, Cami, you ready for a good show today?
I don't know.
That's a yes. Rain, can you have a better answer than that? Are you ready?
You know it.
That's better. All right, we're gonna have our show right now, so I'll catch you guys afterwards.
I actually, a few years ago, got cast in a music video. And they said, we're looking for disco vibes. So I went to the mall and I bought a cheap $10 dress that was the sparkliest one I could find. I've been keeping it in my closet because I was like, I don't know, maybe I'll need it again in the future. And it's been sitting there for like 5 years now.
But to me, this looks like a cheap dress that you would wear when you're 20, and it would make you look cheap. So to me, this is a just my opinion. So this would be a toss for me.
Okay, I agree. If you are a beginner plant parent, try a pothos plant. So this pothos plant here is impossible to kill. It thrives in various lighting, maybe not for Cami because she's a murderer, but it's also very forgiving if you occasionally forget to water it. So
5 or 6 of my plants are pothos, and I can attest to they are so easy. They are very nice if you are a beginner.
They're lovely. Those are great.
I have one of those too, and I'm so proud.
In music news, rapper Doechii made history at the Grammys this weekend by becoming the 3rd woman to win Best Rap Album. She follows Lauryn Hill and Cardi B with this honor with her new album, Alligator Bites Never Heal. And if you haven't heard Nissan Altima from this album, you have to check it out. Rain, football term or Gen Z slang?
Okay.
Touch grass.
Ooh, yeah, I just got some touch grass. Okay, I'm gonna go with, I'm just testing it out to see how it sounds.
feels.
All right, I'm gonna go with football term.
It is not a football term.
Dang it!
Yes. So
Tell me
guess
what's some
that.
touch some grass.
Yes,
Okay,
so-
don't let me ever do that again.
I was like, it sounds cool the way you say it at least.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought you were going to get it because of how you said it. But what touch grass means, translating it into Gen Z slang, means to go outside and get off the internet. But that is going to be a wrap on today's show. Again, thank you guys at home for bearing with us with some of the tech issues. Follow us on social media
Subscribe.
at lifestyles.tv and check out our website for all of the products you saw on today's show. That's going to be at lifestyles.tv. But thank you guys so much. We will see you for our next show. Toodles.
Bye.
I was like, that's a wrap, so let's do some group photos now. It's 10 seconds. Okay, scooch, scooch.
Oh, I have my shoes.
3, 2. Cute. All right, just got back from my show, so I'm ready to take this makeup off. I was a little disappointed in our show today because we had some tech problems, unfortunately. So I don't know, at one point like the live stream froze and a bunch of people clicked off, which kind of sucks. But luckily the show does get recorded and we edit all that down into like YouTube videos and TikToks and short clips. So it's not like it all went to waste, but I'm just a little frustrated because I promoted this show for the first time on all my social media. I blasted it on my Instagram. And so I'm sure we had like an uptick in viewers from me posting that. So it's just a little embarrassing being like, come watch my talk show. And then when they click on it, it's completely frozen with no audio. So not great, but like I said, we're still getting going here. So it's okay, no harm, no foul. But I always have such a fun time on the show and I'm really proud of myself because I put in a lot of hours, photoshopping my games and writing the scripts and coming up with interview questions, all that good stuff. So if you haven't caught a live episode, don't worry, because sometimes we do have those tech issues, but you can see all the rest of the stuff on like Instagram and YouTube, I guess. And actually, the more I talk, the more I'm realizing I don't even remember how much I've told you about my role in the show because I filmed all the beginning stuff like 8 months ago. And now it's 8 months later and my role in the show has completely changed. So let me actually explain what I just did. Okay, so when the show first started 10 months ago, back in March of 2024, I was hired on as their social media influencer and all I was doing was interactive games. So basically they said, come up with 3 like trivia games every show that are like topical and trending topics.
This form of transportation is small and narrow, lightweight and maneuverable. What is our mystery vacation word? It's not cycle, but K and A are in this word, and Kevin got the correct answer. Our mystery vacation word was kayak.
And that was kind of it. And so I was doing these games, but I was like, oh, I can do more than just like these games because we also were a part of a round table. So again, at the time we had 4 hosts and we discussed topics, but somebody else was coming up with all the topics and I felt underutilized. So I said, hey, after each one of my games, can I come back and, maybe talk about pop culture or do my own trending topic? And they were like, yeah, that's great. So over time, one of my games, I was like, hey, I want the same game every time where it's like a pop culture trivia game, but then I bring it back to the table and I do like a little pop culture news segment, almost like Entertainment Tonight or Access Hollywood, because that's more in line with my career goals. And so I kind of created like this mini show at the beginning of every show where, hey, I get the first 15 minutes to do all my pop culture stuff, and then the rest of the time it'll be fine.
It's been on the air for 60 years, and right now they're on their 60. So this is a long-running show, but they're on their 15th doctor right now. His name is Shruti Gatwa. but they just had a huge groundbreaking moment this week where they featured their first gay kiss. And so this was really exciting because in 60 years, they've never showed a same-sex couple or any type of romance. But what I also thought was funny and that I had to bring up with you guys is he time travels back to 1813, and this episode is Bridgerton themed.
So it kind of expanded there, but then get this. So we had one person who was writing the show and like doing all the roundtable stuff, and my producers came up to me and they're just like, hey, like, do you want to take a shot at writing an episode? Like, we like what you're coming up with. Your topics are a lot more current and timely and in the demographic that we're looking for. So maybe you can take a shot at writing an episode. And I was like, yes, because not that I was disagreeing with the content, but I was like, I think we do more with this. Like, we have a whole team that's doing the audio, doing the graphics. It's a big production. You guys saw the studio. And I was like, yeah, we can do more with this. And so I wrote the next show. I put my all into it. And collectively, everybody in that room goes, that was our best show yet. And I was like, yeah, because I wrote it. So since then, I actually became the lead anchor.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Lifestyles. This is a real-time live talk show for the modern woman covering topics from beauty tips, fashion advice, wellness tips, and sustainable living practices.
Yeah, I don't think I told you guys any of this because it's actually a pretty big deal. Because when I say I have my own talk show, it's my talk show now. So I lead it, I do all the intros, I'm doing all the interviewing, I moderate the show, so I'm keeping an eye on the time, I'm keeping an eye on all the comments, but I also write the show. So I'm not only coming up with my games that I have to do, but also 3 roundtable discussions that we all do at the host table, and then 2 separate roundtable discussions after my games. So I am putting in a lot of hours. You know, like I mentioned, I'm photoshopping graphics, I'm doing my research, I'm writing scripts for everybody to follow, and then I'm posting on social media to, you know, get the word out there about the show. So it is a lot of work, but it is a labor of love because you guys truly, it's my talk show. I get to talk about whatever I want. I've already done thrifting segments.
Winter date ideas. So I want to hear what you guys think of each one. Thrift each other's outfits. Now this is trending on TikTok.
Hey, sustainability.
I was like, sustainability, and January is actually one of the best times of year to go thrifting because everybody just decluttered in the new year. So they are filled with new stuff. So the idea with this is you go to the thrift store and you pick out each other's outfit. So you can go silly and out of the ordinary, or you can pick something that they'd actually like. Then you can go home, wash your outfit, but you get a second date out of it because you get to wear it.
I've talked about how much I love public transportation and musicals.
When I think of sustainable life habits, for me, I think of active transportation. So I am a huge public transportation advocate. I love me my Metro. I don't like spending money on Ubers, and so I love taking the bus, taking the train, but also because you kind of feel like a tourist in your own city and like you're getting chauffeured around.
If you guys know my content, you'll watch this show and be like, oh my gosh, this is so JC. In fact, today in our show, sorry, I'm all out of breath. I hosted a talk show today. JLL was in the comments and he referenced some of my YouTube videos that I was talking about. And I was like geeking out because I was like, oh my gosh, like you saw that YouTube video and you know what I'm talking about? Like, it was just really nice to see some of my community in there, but that gives you just a better general idea of it. So I'm super proud of the show. I really think it's my dream job on a smaller scale. So if I could just get the word out there, you guys, I got my own freaking talk show. That's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. So hopefully there won't be any more tech issues in the future, but stay tuned for other like future show clips and other stuff. You guys get it. But I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to bed, so I'll see you in the morning.